In this video, you're going to learn how to create motion blur on a photo that doesn't already have it. So first, you're going to want to open up your image in PIXLR editor. And you are going to want to start by duplicating the layer. So layer, duplicate layer. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are clicked on your background layer. So that original layer that you had. And we're going to go over and we're going to choose this lasso tool. And we want to make sure that the polygon lasso is selected. This is probably the hardest part of the assignment, is you are going to do a series of clicks around the object. In this case, the object is the car. And what you can see is that it's kind of lassoing around the car. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of want to aim for your best to get the whole object selected. So I'm just clicking, moving my mouse, clicking, moving my mouse all the way around the object. Get as close to the edges as possible. To complete the lasso, you just have to have that lasso end up where you started. And you'll see that it will start kind of moving on you, so that way you know that it has been completely lassoed. And then you're going to want to go up to select, invert your selection. So now instead of having the car selected, it has inverted, and select the area around the car. We're going to go to edit and cut. Here, you're not going to see much of a difference, but you will be able to see down here that the background has been cut out of your background layer. So now we're going to go back up to that background copy, that second layer that we created. We're going to click on Filter. We're going to hover over Details, and we're going to choose Zoom Blur. And you can play around with the toggles on how much of a zoom blur you want to create. Click Apply. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take that background layer, the layer where we removed the background, and we're going to click and drag it so that it goes above. Well, you might have to click your background copy down below. But basically, you want your background layer above and your background copy below. And so what it's done is it has taken that object that we selected around that did not get the motion blur, and it left that without blur. And you can do some stretching and warping of this if you wanted to. You could go up to Edit and Free Transform. You could try to make that background layer bigger or smaller. Oops, sorry, I'm just trying to get this out of the way. So what I'm trying to show you is that you can make that bigger or smaller and move it around so that you can kind of get rid of some of those motion blurs that didn't show up well because of your lasso technique. When you are satisfied, you are going to flatten the image by clicking Layer, Flatten Image. And then when you save it, I would probably just rename it, make sure it's saving as a JPEG. And you are going to need this after image for your assignment.